Okay, we're live.
Wow, hello everybody. Welcome to a very special episode of Rod of Seven Parts. Probably the last episode. We're gonna see what happens. My name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle, and this is my show on Nerd Immersion's channel where I play D&D with my friends. Going around, we're gonna go to that friend first. His name's Lex. Lex, hi. Who are you playing?
I'm Lex. I'm playing the wizard illusionist
Oh,
known as
that's
Shifter.
so cool. I like that race a lot. Brenna, who are you playing?
It's your girl Brenna. I'm playing Rakiri, the Aarakocra Warlock.
And over there's LB without a white wig on. But LB, who are you playing?
Migraine. Sorry, guys. I'm LB, and I'll be playing Siren, the Tiefling Rogue Fighter.
All right. And then last but not least, our good friend Ted, who runs this channel. Ted, who are you playing? And do we have sponsors? What do we need to talk about before we play Dungeons and Dragons?
My name is Ted. I'll be playing Lagwin. I'm a Blade Singer. There's a great video on Jordan's channel that will tell you all about exactly what they are. And it's very clearly based on something else. But anyway, we're sponsored by Hero Forge. Here's a Hero Forge mini right here, a color one. Every Tuesday, Hero Forge has what they call Treasure Tuesdays, where they drop new content onto the website. Yesterday was 5 new hairstyles. That's pretty cool. Yeah, one of them was like a bird's nest with eggs in it, so you could be like Radagast. Thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, that's that though. Well, now we guess we have to deal with what happened last time.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Also, Hero Forge, really cool. I started a wild mount campaign, and my DM was like, "Let's go to Hero Forge and make minis, and I'll get the files, and you can 3D print them." And so I made like a really cool mini, and he's got it painted. He's got it like half painted, but it looks so cool. And I'm just, so excited. And I've got like a little piggy bank familiar coming in the mail at some point if, the world doesn't implode. That's not this game.
That's small. Yeah, this other, we're just going to, implode
That's
over
not
here.
this game. In this game, our good friends left Neverwinter to delve into the Underdark. They walked into a cave following a map that Siren had, and they met some bugbears who were trying to start a fire. They were like, we want to get rid of some of the monsters in here. Probably not the smartest thing to do. And then they found a gnome named Mazel and his giant badger named Thisbe. And you guys walked a little further, and you found a room of crystal. And it was really weird, and magic seemed to bounce all over it. Who has crystals, by the way? I should write this down. We got Lex has a crystal. We got LB has a crystal. Okay. I'm gonna write that right here. Lex and LB have crystals. Okay. Then after that, you were walking in the dark and you found some drow, and they shot some arrows at you. You also heard some weird mind stuff. People were whispering things that they weren't actually whispering, and you kind of figured it out. But there was some mistrust, especially Rakiri. She was like, "I don't know if I trust you guys." It was all very spooky. Some terrible things happened. You got through it. And then you went down and stepped into a pool of slime. You found a large cavern, probably very tall, Lex, if you want to know about tall caverns. Yes. This one's tall. Yes. Some like stalagmites on top and stuff like that. But the bottom is just like I don't know, like knee-high slime, like really gross. And you guys have difficult terrain trying to get through it. And there's a group of Kuatoa, which are little fish people. You should follow me on Twitter because I found one where somebody photoshopped his thumbs up because I always think he's like, yeah. And Kuatoa are just great. So they were all like weird, brain dead kind of Kuatoa. There was a table that had a whole bunch of alchemical stuff on it, potions galore, all kinds of potions and weird things and vials of stuff and magical something or other. And there was a drow mage, and he was talking to you guys about this and that, and was very excited to have you here. Bless you. And then he pointed over, and there's a giant cocoon, surprise, in the middle of this slime-infested cavern. And out of this cocoon, a giant aboleth. I shouldn't say giant, because that is a word in the Dungeons and Dragons.
Its size category was not giant.
Yeah, I don't think its size category was giant. Its size category is large. So a large aberration appeared, and it slithered out, and it whispered in your mind, "Give me the rod fragment," I think. And as it smiled with its rows of many, many inset teeth, you see that it has one of those rod fragments where a tooth would be in its mouth. What would you guys like to do?
Medicine check to perform dentistry, extract the rod.
All right. I like that. That's fun.
Good creative. Totally.
So I'm gonna imagine that this thing, that it's like anatomy is relatively alien. So there's no way I could tell if it's got like a menacing posture or not.
I like where your mind's going. I like it. We'll have you roll an insight check at disadvantage because it is so alien.
Oh, good. We're starting at 0, folks.
All right.
We go. Well, that's a 1, so I'm not even gonna roll the second time.
He maybe winked at you. You're not sure.
It seems on the
Is
up
it
and
a
up,
he?
guys.
We don't know.
They seem on the up and up, guys. That's all I'm
That
saying.
seems cool.
Look at those teeth, man.
Yeah, you all hear in your brain like, it's so nice. I was trying to divide you, but you are very strong together. If you'll hand over the rod fragment,
Well, what are you going to do with it?
add it to my collection. What would you do with it?
Well, add it to ours.
Oh, no.
Well,
And
I
it,
mean,
slithers around, and like
no.
wherever it slithers, there's like an indent in the slime, and then the slime like shifts back into place. It's very
Ugh.
liquidy. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
well, if you're collecting the rod, I mean, do you know how many pieces there are? Do you know of this thing?
I know magic, and I enjoy magic.
Well, there are many pieces of this rod. Can you sense where the others are?
There's, and he kind of like looks over up and at the like. Well, you don't really know directions. I'm assuming down here.
Yeah.
So he looks off in a direction, but he's like, it's beyond my reach.
Oh, well, if you wanted to join us on our conquest, we would take you to the surface world and we could all find the rods together.
And he kind of looks around and he's like, which one of you has it? And if an Aboleth could sniff, he's kind of sniffing.
It's even more unsettling.
Or what if we bring you the other pieces? I mean,
Make a
you want
deception
more.
check.
Okay. That's not great. 11.
11. Yeah. He is. This is all in your mind, by
Yeah.
the way. He's very much like reading surface thoughts this entire time.
I'm sure he is.
And he says, I believe I can take your items. And he's kind of glancing at like the sunblade and stuff that you have out. And he's just like, and you can still perform all of these favors that I need of finding me the extra parts of this magic item. And as he says that, he opens his mouth and 4 tendrils shoot out like mucus. And they're strung into his mouth and they hit the 4 Kuatoa in the back of the head and their eyes like light up. And they turn these Kuatoa and start walking towards you. And we're going to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Really
I was gonna
exciting.
say, Siren's just stalling for time, so if anybody wants to do anything, that's
I knew I should have just preemptively started doing things.
Mercury's got a 10.
Okay, hang on. I got to like run this encounter.
In D&D
But
Beyond.
I messed
It's never
it up.
been easier.
It's never been easier. But we're going to create a new one.
I actually used the encounter builder for the first time myself last night.
Did you like it?
Yeah, well, my Tuesday game we typically play in person, but one of the people, their brother may have been exposed, so it's like full quarantine mode. So we like for the first time, these group who like don't even have Twitter because that's too complicated. We're like, let's play online, and I was like, okay, this could go badly, but it worked out pretty well.
Nice.
I also convinced my group to run it online, and they were very hesitant, but after we did, they were like, this actually worked out really well. And then the following week we did it again and they used Roll20 and they were like, this has a lot of cool features. So it's kind of fun. Like, give it a shot. Like you might be like, I can't play.
Yeah, no,
online,
now's the time,
like,
man.
you
Everybody's
totally
looking
can.
for games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my in-person group just did the same thing. We had the same experiences as you, Jordan, where a lot of them had never played online. And I was like, no, seriously, I do all this streaming. It's really great to play
it can
online.
happen.
It works really well.
Sorry, Rakira, you got a 10?
I did.
All right. Shifter.
I have got a big old 19,
Ooh,
baby.
fancy. Lagwin.
18.
18. Siren.
9.
9. Let's start. So this we're gonna say that you guys are within the drow mage is still like standing there kind of mindless, and the 4 Kuatoa have little tendril things coming out of the mouth of this Aboleth into the back of their heads, and they are like walking towards you. We will say that they are 30 feet away. I'm going to say that the Aboleth is like 50 feet away, and you guys are also within walking distance of that table that is covered in alchemical potion-y things. And start of the round is our good friend Shifter. What would you like to do?
Shifter turns toward Simon and says, "Oh, it's a game and keep away then." and they their hands go up. They do some crazy hand motions, and they cast blink on themselves. And then at the end of their turn, I roll to see if I leave the material plane. I don't. I got a 9.
Why not?
Cool spell.
Blink is really cool, unless it does nothing, and then you're just like, well, next time.
And this is all difficult terrain, I should say, because of the slime.
So like half movement, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you can fly, like I think Brenna can fly. You have your thing if you wanted to try and use that.
Sure can.
Yeah, I'm gonna move half my movement away from these Kua boys, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. End of your turn. Next, Lagwin.
All
What do
right.
you want to do?
Well, I will lament about not taking a short rest when we had the opportunity. That will only be momentarily, though, as to not take my action or my bonus action, as I will use my action to cast haste and my bonus action to activate Blade Song, and then I'm going to try to move towards, I guess, the Aboleth.
Okay.
So I have 60 feet of movement currently, so...
Oh, wow. Okay.
But that's going to be
I said
halved.
he was 50 feet away, so you can get 30 feet with that, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll move up 30
feet. 60. Oh, because of haste.
Haste
That's
doubles the movement, yeah. Actually, it might be more than that. Does Blade Song increase your movement? I forget. I think it does. It gives you 10 more feet of movement.
Only you knew your character. That's weird that you're
Well, it
asking
does,
me
so I
to
actually have
because I don't-
80 feet of movement. So
Oh, wow.
I'll move 40 feet towards it.
All right.
and
you are
then-
10 feet away from it.
Which is just the worst.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I got to go with what I said.
Yeah, nope,
I'm
that's
sorry.
what it is. So I will then use my hasted action to dash and get right up next to this thing.
You can't just like force throw your sword.
Listen, not yet.
Not yet.
There are
We'll get
Give
there.
it time.
We've had the discussion about specific Blade Singer spells. Saber throw is next on my list, so that'll be my turn.
All
I'll just dash up to it.
Hasted and everything. Remind me that you have to concentrate on.
I will do
that.
so. I do have. I have my. Yeah. Yep. Got it.
Our Kuatoa boys are next, and they are going to run up to. Let's see. Lagwin is very close to the Aboleth, and okay, we're gonna have. Well, you ran a lot though. Okay,
I did.
So I don't think they could. We've got I've got 3 juicy people to attack. So Lex moved back.
Mhm.
So we'll say Kuatoa A is going to attack, is going to rush up and is going to attack Siren. Sorry, I don't know why that was hard for me. I need to
You
get
mean
some dice
Siren?
out.
So yeah. Are you talking about Siren? Is that?
Don't do this to me. Okay, and they are going to bite you for a natural 1. Aw. And then
He can try.
he can try. And then the next one will run up and try to bite Siren again. And that is a 23 or 22.
That does hit me.
All right, for 4 piercing damage, and you have 2 Kuatoa on you. The other 2 are going to run up to our good friend Rakiri and do the same thing. One of them's going to bite you for a 7.
Oh.
And the other one will bite you for a 19.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And that is also 4 damage. And so you got these guys just kind of nomming on you. Now it is Rakiri's turn. What would Rakiri like to do?
Just as an FYI, I uncanny dodged that. So
Okay.
So there are 2 within melee range to me, and then 2 a little further off, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually just going to Eldritch Blast the 2 that are closest to me.
You have
that'll try.
disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Oh, sorry, the 2 that are further from me.
Okay, there you go. You can do
Yeah. It's a 19 on the first blast, and a 28 on the second one.
Both of those hit.
Sure do. All right. First attack damage is going to be 15.
Ooh, goodness.
13.
13 on the other?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they don't look too happy, but I shouldn't say they don't look sad. They're just very blank. But they take a lot of damage. So good job there. Siren, you got 2 boys in front of you. They're hurt pretty bad.
okay, I would like to. She'll click on her boot and the gross sludge, and she's going to attempt to stab at one of them while she's drawing her crossbow.
Okay.
Okay. Are they in melee with someone else as well?
No, just you because Shifter moved back.
Great, thanks, Shifter. Does the 16 hit?
16 hits.
Okay, so they take, D4s. 3 plus 5. Nope, 6 damage on that one.
Dead.
And then gonna hand crossbow the other one in the face.
Do it. I love hand crossbows to
That's
the
a
face.
natural 1.
That will miss.
Thanks, Jordan's dice.
Oh, my plan is working. Okay, so we got one of them's dead. The little tendril snaps off and it's like flailing in the air, kind of above the Kuatoa, as its body slides down into the sludge of funness. Now it's time for our good friend, the Aboleth.
Sorry, my
yes,
bonus
you have
action.
more turns. Sorry.
No, I don't have a bonus action, right? Because that's my second attack. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought you attacked and you bonus action attacked. So, would you like to move though?
Well, I was going to if I could disengage, but I can't, so I'm not.
Okay. Aboleth boy, he is looking at this sun-bladed elf in front of him, and he can do a lot of interesting things. So he's going to look at you, and he's going to bludgeon you with a tentacle, a weird slimy tentacle, and it's going to be a 22.
That would hit, but I'm going to shield, and that's going to miss.
All right. And he's going to do that again. And that is less than 22. And he's going to do that a third time, and that is 23.
That's still going to miss.
All right. Wow.
26 currently.
Jeez.
So that is his 3 attacks. And holy cow. Yeah, that shield is going to save your...
Yeah, that was... This is how I'm tanking. By not having hit points, by not being hit. That's the plan.
Shifter, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna frost beam.
Top of the round. Okay. Which one? The one with
one of the
Siren,
Kuatoa. Yeah, one of the
or
Kuatoa.
the one in front of Brenna?
Oh, hold on. I
Siren's
think
is hurt, but
they go
Brenna
down
has
pretty
two.
easy. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and hit the one in front of Brenna's.
Okay, there's
character.
also the little like dangling tentacle above it, and you're not really sure what's gonna go on with that.
Mm, mm, mm. I shoot the wizard.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I rolled let me remember what my bonuses are. I rolled a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah. You have advantage because he's just kind of out of it. But if you want to see if you crit,
yeah, let's see if I crit. I didn't. And I deal. Ooh. Oh, all right. 9 points of frost damage.
All right, that hits, and and it's just frost damage. Okay, so
Yeah.
all right.
And then at the end of my turn, if I can back up anymore, I do that because I can only move so fast. And then I see if I leave the prime material plane.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I got a 13.
Oh,
okay.
fantastic.
I disappear from the prime material.
Okay. Our mage friend, the drow, he takes that frost damage and he kind of like falls back a little bit, and then he sees his head and he kind of shakes his head like, and he's really looks kind of confused as he's checking around and trying to see what is happening. And then our good friend Lagwin, you're in front of a giant squishy boy. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna swing at the Aboleth. I'm gonna cast
All
a
right.
green flame blade.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at the Aboleth. Here we go. That is a 16.
16 misses.
Ooh, all right. Then I will use my hasted action to just swing the sword without casting a spell on it.
Okay.
Which is an 11. So that's that.
All right.
Going really well.
Our Kuatoa is going to attack Siren for a 16.
16 hits.
And you take 3 damage as it just nom 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 bites.
Uncanny dodge.
You can, yeah, that's fine. The other 2 are going to attack Rikiri for the max is a 12, which I think will not hit.
Does not.
So they miss. That like stray tentacle is going to whip forward and try to attach itself to the drow. And I'm going to roll a natural 1. So as it goes forward, the drow slips in the slime, falls prone, and the thing's like, and it just misses him. Up next is Rikiri.
Can I try to attack the like flailing tentacle segment that's trying to attach to the mage?
You can.
Okay. Then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it. The first beam is a 21.
That will hit.
I'm liking these rolls so far. And a 23.
Okay. You, roll some damage.
All right. Altogether, he's going to take 16.
16 damage. Okay.
Yep.
Let me do some damage here. So the tendril like retracts back into his mouth. The Aboleth kind of like does a weird squeal, and it retracts in. And it is Siren's turn.
All right, I'm going to boot blade this bitch in front of me.
Okay.
Boot blade is plus 5. So does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So that's max, so 7 damage.
7 damage. It is dead, and the tendril flies off of that one and it kind of hovers in the air as well.
I'm gonna shoot the Aboleth.
Okay.
I'm engaged with that.
Ooh. I'm not hit in front of it, so I just get the flat roll, which is I'm using my hand crossbow, so that's a 16.
16 misses.
Okay. Sorry, buddy.
Worth a shot.
You see some alchemical explosions kind of happening. Nobody's watching the pile of potions and Bunsen burners and things like that. And stuff is kind of over bubbling and creating problems. Our Aboleth friend is going to... what is he going to do? He's going to swing around and smack you with a tail, Mr. Lagwin.
Sure.
For a 22.
Shield.
Shielding again. All right.
That's what
He's
these first
going
level
to
slots are for.
swim 30 feet towards where our good friend Shifter disappeared. He can go 40 feet. So he's going to swim 40 feet. You get an opportunity attack if you want.
I would love that. Let's roll better this time. Nope. That's 11 again.
Shifter, you reappear?
I can reappear, I believe, within 30 feet of where I disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Blink, everybody. I should check the spell text just to make sure, so I'm not lying. Blink, where are you? There you go.
We're finding out his race, guys. You got to just do it one at a time. He's not a lion.
Oh,
Okay.
within
Important.
10 feet of the space you vanished from.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I am not next to the the Aboleth, and after I reappear, I'm just gonna be like, "Ooh!" I'm gonna back up a little bit more, my 15 feet, and then I'm gonna shout at the Drow Mage. And you can tell me if this is like a full action thing, but I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna shout, "Help us! That thing took your mind. Help us destroy it."
Okay. That is not your full action. You can just do that as a free action. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I was going to try and like persuade or whatever if you wanted to make that. But then I'm just going to do. I think I'm going to Ray of Frost again. One of the Kuotoa because there's still one alive, right?
There's two alive.
There's two alive. Yeah, I'm just going to blast one of them.
Okay.
I got a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And I deal 5 points of damage.
Ooh. All right. That is your turn then.
At the end of my turn, I see if I disappear again. And I do with a 16. So I poof back into the ethereal plane.
Nice.
All right. Speedy Lagwin. What do you want to do?
So this thing only, how far did it swim?
40 feet.
That's exactly my my hasted movement speed with difficult terrain. So I'm going to move 40 feet over to this thing.
Sweet.
Here we go again.
All right.
Roll better this time, Ted. Ooh, wait, that is a 27. I hope that hits. All right.
He casts shield.
Of course, as he does. So he is going to take 11 points of radiant damage.
Ooh,
and
okay.
5 points of fire damage.
Okay, he actually takes 10 points of fire damage.
Oh, well,
he doesn't like that at all, and he squeals and doesn't.
That's good to know. And let me ask you this: because of Green Flame Blade, when you stab a creature, it can jump to something that's within 5 feet of it. Would a tendril in its mouth count as being within 5 feet? If not, that's fine. Sure. I just figured I'd...
Yeah, no, why not? That's fine.
All right, then the tendril will take 10 points of fire damage.
It just automatically takes it?
It just jumps over and they just take it, yeah.
Oh, because it has to hit its AC.
It has to hit somebody and it jumps to the next one, yeah.
Okay, and 12 points of damage?
10. 10 points of fire damage.
All right. So one of the Kuotoa that has not been injured, you hit that tendril, and the tendril snaps off of the Kuotoa and like goes back into its mouth. And that Kuotoa just kind of like slumps back down into the ground.
And then my hasted action, I'll just swing the sword and roll a 23.
That hits.
Which will deal 14 points of radiant damage. And that will be my turn.
Awesome possum. Now it's our Kuotoa turn. One of them is gone. Or two of them are dead. One of them is slumped over into the slime. So Rakiri, you're getting bit for a 19.
They would be correct.
Yeah, for a whole whopping 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Yum nom 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 nom.
They like the white meat.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, that's a bird poultry joke. Thanks.
A tendril will shoot out of the mouth of the Aboleth and zip forward over where Siren's at. Rakiri, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the Aboleth.
Okay. What do I roll?
So her wings shoot forward, radiant flames come out of them. Needs to make a dex save and beat a 15.
That is a 4.
Okay. Let's see. It's gonna take 8 radiant damage from me.
Awesome. Okay, you got one Kuotoa guy in front of you still, but he seems to just be gnawing on you very lately. Siren.
Yeah, I'm gonna tolerate that for now.
What would Siren like to do?
Siren is going to be just disturbed by this this tentacle that has moved towards her, and she is going to. Is there anything around here that I could perhaps hide behind?
No, like it's just a big open chamber of slime. There's a table pushed up against the wall. You could maybe hide behind one of the Kuotoa corpses. I don't know.
Oh, there's a big badger.
There is a
there's
big
a badger and a guy somewhere.
Is Maisel still tied to me through all this?
Yeah, I guess Maisel is, and he's just kind of looking around like he's not. I don't know. He's not quite there all the way.
Is is the table that's pushed up the wall the one with the alchemical stuff on it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna.
If you want to crouch down and get prone, you can hide in the slime, I'd say.
That's what I was thinking, but also like I could knock over the table, like full on gut and fight mode, but also I don't know what this alchemical stuff is. So I'm just going to. She is going to holster her crossbow, a hand crossbow, and then pull out her sniper rifle. She's gonna move as far away from this thing as she can.
Okay.
And then she's going to try and shoot the Aboleth, who is in combat with Lagwin, yes?
Yes.
Does a 17 hit? 17
hits.
Yes. Okay. So that is 15, 19 plus 2. So 21 damage.
Ow. All right, lots of damage.
And I'm going to attempt to hide in the slime.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna, oh god.
Yeah, so we'll say you're prone because you slipped on some slime and go, oh shit.
You're halfway there.
Halfway there. And as you're face down in the slime, this tentacle sees a prime opportunity to go right for the back of your head. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
This is what you were worried about. All right, it's a positive, guys. It is a positive number, so it's not a lot. It's a 17.
All right, so it like starts poking around, but it can't get through like some armor or your hair. Or,
It hits my horns.
Yeah, or that's exactly what it does. Yeah.
Oi!
And another tentacle will shoot out and zip over towards. Well, actually, it'll just hover over our good friend Lagwin, and then Lagwin, you're gonna get attacked with some tentacles. If I remember where I put my dice, where did I? Oh, they're over here. First tentacle is a 19.
That's a miss.
Second tentacle is lower than that. Jesus. Third tentacle. All 3 tentacles miss. He's so upset. And he will stay there, I suppose. Next is our good friend Shifter, who reappears.
Yeah, Shifter reappears.
Oh, I need to roll some. I need to roll an initiative for our drow friend
Oh
to
yeah.
put him into the works. So I'm going to add our drow friend. He's actually going to go before you, Shifter.
Sure.
So he's going to run. He's kind of confused and like saw that you batted that away, and he runs over to the table and he starts like looking for various potions and stuff. And he takes one and he downs it. Now it is your turn, Shifter.
So Shifter reappears 10 feet farther away from the Aboleth, and then is going to, let's see, there's still a Kuatoa, right?
There's one left. Yep.
There's one left. You can blast the weird tendril things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm gonna blast the tendril. No, actually, I'm gonna cast magic missile. One is gonna go to the tendril that's after Siren. One's gonna go to the tendril that's after Lagwin, and one's gonna go with the remaining Kuatoa.
Okay. To the Kuatoa proper or the tendril?
Oh, the other Kuatoa, when it stopped being controlled, it just sort of fell asleep, right?
Yep.
Okay, then the tendril.
Okay.
Nice.
Tendril blast.
Yeah, roll some damage.
First tendril takes max damage of 5.
Nice.
That's Siren's tendril. Lagwin's tendril takes max damage of 5. Yeah, dice are hot tonight. Kuatoa tendril takes max damage of 5.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
And then I move a little bit, and then I attempt to disappear again.
Okay.
I disappear again.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So those tendrils retract not all the way into its mouth, but about halfway, like they're kind of stunned and they get hurt a little bit. But yeah, that was awesome. And then Lagwin, what would you like to do?
It didn't seem to like fire, so we're gonna try to roll well again with the green flame blade against the Aboleth, and that is gonna be it was a 19 though. It was almost a 20.
19 will hit. Yeah.
That is, yeah. Well, actually it's a 28, but I'll take it.
There you go.
Here we go. So we're gonna deal 12 points of radiant damage,
Whew.
and then 7 points of fire damage, which
Oof,
I
so
guess
that's
is 14.
yeah.
And then we'll jump to one of the tendril that seemed like it was the closest to me coming out of its mouth. That'll take 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, and that one also being hit by the magic missile fully retracts into its mouth at this point. Awesome possum.
And then I'll use my hasted action to swing one more time for a 27. So
Wow,
I will
yes.
take that. We will deal 15 points of radiant damage.
Woo! Holy cow.
Nice.
And I will
You
hope
guys
to
will
stay
be
alive.
Up next, our Kuatoa friend slumps into the mud. He's not really sure what's happening. Rikiri, you now have not an unconscious, but like a blank-faced Kuatoa in front of you. But it is your
Okay.
turn.
Oh, it is my turn, really. Man, so it's like right in front of me, huh?
Yeah.
But he's like out of it, right?
But he's out of it, yeah.
You can just like push him over.
You could
and
walk
then-
him away or push him down or whatever you want to do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he
I push
lost
him
his
down.
little tendril in the back of his head.
Okay, yeah. Can I try to away with you?
Away with you? Okay. So as a free action, we'll say you go away with you, and he kind of just falls back into the slime and slowly sinks down. What would you like to do for an action on your turn?
I would really love to attack the Aboleth again with my Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Send a couple more bolts of Radiant Flame his
another
way.
dex
He's
save.
gonna make a dex save.
That is a 10. He does not have the
Yep,
dex.
he fails. So you're going to take 12 points of Radiant damage.
Whew. All right. Our Aboleth is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to swipe a tail at Lagwin.
That's what I'm here for.
2.
Great.
So, all right. Siren, it is your turn.
Oh, poor thing. I'm going to shoot it. I would like to shoot it, please.
Shoot her.
That's 13.
13 will miss.
All right. I am going to attempt to hide again.
Okay.
Using the
make
same
a-
dice.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Oh, 23.
All right, you think you're pretty hidden. That's nice.
I just slump down more into the goo while watching this thing above me.
We're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna shoot out a couple more tendrils. One tendril is going to go. Well, Siren's hidden, so one tendril is gonna go to Rikiri. Rikiri, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 18.
How much? Sorry.
18.
18. All right, you are fine. You like deflect it with magic or something cool. And then the other one is like hovering above our good friend Lagwin, since we can't find Shifter or Siren. And he's gonna make 3 attacks on Lagwin again.
Here we go.
We're gonna try and hit. That's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an 11. That was 3. Okay. 2, 9, and 11. Yeah. So those will all miss. That's fun.
For me, it is.
But the 11, it's plus 9, so it's a 20 to hit. Do you have to use shield?
No, 21's the base AC. So
Shifter, what do you want to do?
Shifter reappears on the material plane.
Actually, before that, the drow that drank the potion, he enlarges 4 times his size.
Wow.
And he picks up the table and hucks it across the room. It lands in a pile of sludge next to, we will say next to, well, no, far from the Aboleth, and Shifter's going the opposite direction in my mind. So in a blank area. And there's a mild magical explosion, but more concerning is the slime seems to have caught fire, and it's kind of like enveloping the left side of the cave. Shifter, what would you like to do?
Oh no, Mazel.
Oh no. I reappear and I look at what's going on, and I'm like, ooh, things just get crazier and crazier each time I leave. And then I'm gonna
But while you were away on the ethereal plane, you had a cup of tea. So when you reappeared, you go and just spit the tea everywhere.
The whole plane's gone to hell.
I think I'm just gonna magic missile the Shifter's gonna ask, actually, should I magic missile these tendrils or the creature itself?
Oh, can we answer?
I mean, I just shouted to you.
Okay.
Talking is a free action. So.
One of them's hidden, so she probably doesn't want to answer. The other
That's
two,
fair.
you are free to.
Creature.
I'll be like, yes, it doesn't like fire either. If you have that.
It's like, well, can't help you there.
Ice magic? Is that what you said? Ice magic?
Yes, hold on.
Okay, then we know they're not a fire elemental.
Yeah, I'm gonna magic missile the Aboleth.
All right.
Okay, for a
You
total.
miss 100% of the magic missiles you don't take.
I saw
That's
that
true.
today.
Yeah.
Best. I want that on a shirt. Like, that's just the best
There's
part.
merch right there.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. These bolts of magical force assail our poor Aboleth friend. He, I don't think, landed a single hit. And his DM is quite sad as the monster falls over into the sludge, dead. How exactly does he die? Our good friend Shifter will tell us.
Oh yeah, so Shifter is just like, so should I shoot the monster? And everyone's like, yeah, shoot the monster. And the Shifter's like, oh, okay. It just holds out their hands, and these magical bolts just shoot out. And the monster kind of like opens its big maw, and the bolts just go into its mouth, and then it closes its mouth, and it like groans a bit, and then it blows up.
Pop. Yes, the monster explodes. Sludge covers most of Lagwin and problems there. Yes, that is that happens. That's awesome. And it. Yeah, we'll just say it like explodes and kind of sits down, lays down into the sludge. Unfortunately,
just
you
like
have
sitting down, defeated.
You have a fire that is spreading in the back of this cavern. So we're gonna stay in initiative.
At the end of my turn, I disappear again.
All right, Lagwin, you're covered in Aboleth stuff.
Well, that sounds about right. So the fire, is it the way we have to leave to get back out? Is that where the fire is?
No, it is
Okay.
further in the cave.
Okay.
But there is a drow that is blocking your path. He's kind of standing in between, well, not blocking in the sense that he's preventing you from leaving, but like
Right.
he is there.
He's there. Okay.
And the room is slowly filling up with fire.
I'm gonna be like, well, time to go, and I will use as best I can. I don't know if this is an action or whatever it is, the sunblade or whatever it is, to extract the rod fragment from its mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, you can well, it's kind of in there. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh, great. Let me just
Athletics, I guess, if you're proficient.
Oh, well, no. So, here we go. That's a 1. That's
All right,
a 2 minus 1, so a
this-
1.
Rod fragment it's really in there.
Oh god, it's really well.
But I think you have a hasted action.
I
Can
do.
you-
Here we go again.
You can try it again.
That is a 19 minus 1, so that's an 18.
All right, you get it. Rod fragment comes out. You have a
How do
nice black rod fragment.
How do I feel about this one?
What is your alignment? I forget.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, it feels weird. Not a good thing. Don't like it.
Just all sorts of unnerved
Yeah, it's all
by this
like
thing.
yeah, it's like your hand fell asleep when you touched it. You're like,
Yep.
"Ugh." Weird.
Yeah, no, I'll like stick this in the robes or whatever, and I'll continue to move, I guess 40 feet towards the exit, I guess. The drow's in the way, but I'm
Okay.
gonna see what his thoughts are once I get over there.
Yeah, so you get over there. You're probably within 10 feet of this giant drow because he's all large now after drinking that potion. And you're now, Lagwin, moving 40 feet towards the door. You're really close. Like you're maybe 10 feet, and then you would start going upstairs.
Okay.
And next is our good friend Rakiri. What do you want to do?
Can I talk to the drow?
You can try. What do you want to say?
Listen, your master's dead. There's no need to keep fighting. Just come with us. We'll return you to your people.
And he kind of looks at you and says in Undercommon, that's what Undercommon sounds like.
Oh, good.
I had cast Comprehend Languages, which lasts for an hour last session.
Okay. When did you cast that? I don't remember.
I cast it before we entered this room.
Oh, okay. Then I have to pay attention to what you said now to have an actual response. What did you say to the drow?
Thanks. Otherwise, you just would not have.
Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't understand her.
Oh, that's true. You could understand
Okay.
him, but he doesn't understand you with comprehend languages, right? Okay. So he says, how long have I been here? Where's my party? And who are you people?
I'll like, put up one hand and slowly like, put my wand on the ground and be like, trying to show like we're backing off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want to? Okay, and then you back towards the exit as well, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, if I'm backing away, then I'm gonna keep my wand with me. But like, let's say I'll put it in my robes then, because I don't want to just leave it in here.
Okay. Awesome. And
yeah, and I'll be like, come on, the room's burning.
The room is on fire. Siren, you are hidden in sludge.
Oh, that's on fire. That's great. So I'm going to do a quick once over of this room. Is there anything valuable in here that to me looks valuable?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okie dokie. It's a 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
There is a pile of shiny something in the center of that cocoon that split open that the Aboleth like climbed out of.
How close to that is the fire?
It's about 30 feet from the fire.
And I guess my question is, do I think I can get there and get out with the rate that this fire is spreading?
If you do you think that? That's a good question. I don't know. Do you make insight checks and something like this? I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, do it.
Or nature or something.
Yeah, nature. That sounds good. Yeah, like the rate of its. Well, roll whatever you will roll. Something.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, fantastic. You might take a little bit of damage, but you think so. With your perception check, you're not sure how much is there. You definitely can get over there, take a look, and head back. But to get over there, pick up a bunch of stuff, especially without something cool like a bag of holding or something that makes it easier. You're not sure. Does that make sense? Like, it's safe for you to go and get back. It depends how much you lollygag while you're there.
Cool. I'm gonna go for it. I'm a rogue. I have to play a rogue.
All right. I believe it's still difficult terrain, but you have a dash as a bonus action.
Correct.
All right. So you get over there. Inside the area, there is a lot of silver, a lot of gold. There is a small, like, yay-sized statue of a deity of some kind. And there is a mucus-soaked pouch that is made of like leather or some kind of like fancy cloth or something. You're not really sure, but it's also wedged in there.
I'll try and grab that.
Okay, you do it. You have it.
Cool. I will call out to Lagwin. There's some gold and stuff in here if you want it.
I'm like at the door.
Well, you say.
And then I'll use whatever I have left to start moving out. But you guys do notice that Siren is not like hustling. Like, she is a tiefling, so like, oh, fire, oh no.
Awesome possum. You get there with a dash, use your action to pick that up. I think you're still at the cocoon. And your next action you'll have to take to get out of the area. Which brings us to the fire. And the fire is going to start spreading even further. I'm going to roll just a direction die. Okay, so it's kind of pushing back, like almost like there's a breeze coming in from the front door that you guys came in through, and it's pushing the fire back towards the back end of the cavern. But you do notice that the room is filling up with a lot of smoke at this point. Weird, acidic, terrible smell hits your nose. It's not very friendly and fun.
Ooh, chemicals.
Yeah.
And with that, Shifter reappears.
I reappeared. I'm like, oh, it's every time it's worse. I just dash towards the door. I mean, I reappear probably 10 feet closer to the doorway, right?
Okay.
And then I dash, so I move.
You're gonna
30
dash
feet.
right past that drow.
I'm gonna just hope that the drow doesn't want to attack me.
Okay. You dash right past him. We'll say you run right underneath his legs, and he kind of lifts up his feet, like he's like, "What's happening?" And he gets a little confused. The drow runs. Oh, go ahead. You had more?
I want to see if I disappear.
No, go ahead. Thank you.
I do. Yes.
This is the best blink I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've got really good rolls on this.
Over like the very large drow, he takes running towards Siren. And Siren, he actually runs right over the top of you and heads further down into the cavern, where it is very, very dark.
It's probably not a good idea.
Lagwin.
Well, hearing about this stuff, and that the cocoon is how many feet away?
From where you're at, we're gonna say that it is 60 feet away. So
okay, so I will dash over to it because I got 40 feet, and then if I dash, that'll give it 80. So I'll get there. I'll look inside and see it was gold, silver, and like a deity statue, right?
yes.
I don't recognize the deity by any chance off the top of my head, do I?
Make a religion check, I guess.
Oh boy. Oh hey, that's not that bad actually. That's a 19.
Oh yeah, that is a statue of a Lolth. And
gross.
it is
Nope.
worth some money.
Oh, how much money? Do I have an idea? No,
but
I don't
if
know.
you find the right seller, or the
You
right
know what?
buyer,
I don't want it. That's every reason why I didn't want to be here in the first place. So I'm just gonna grab like a big old handful of gold coins.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my hasted action to dash and run back another 60 feet back to where I was at the start.
Okay.
I was like, hey, Siren, bye.
Hey, you got this right? Bye. Shoo. Awesome. That is funny. And now it is our good friend Rikiri's turn. The drow has left you as it has ran further down into the cave.
No, wait,
smoke
not
and fire.
She kind of looks back at Siren and Lagwin looting the gold, and then she looks to her other side and sees Maisel trailing behind her sadly on his rope.
Oh, I
She
should
kinda
say that
sighs.
with the Aboleth dying, Mazel has like woken up. And he's kind
Okay.
of very confused as to what's happening right now. Sorry, I forgot about our NPCs. But yeah, Mazel is just like, what in the rope? What? And like, yeah, he's...
Yeah, and so she looks at them gathering gold. She looks at Maisel, sees him kind of wake up and sighs, says, come with me, I'll explain everything, and walks toward the exit.
All right. Siren, you're in a slime cocoon.
I would like to leave the slime cocoon with my slimy bag, and wade my way. I'll double move to get out.
Okay, and you can go with a dash 30?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just slowly making my way through.
With the fire not encroaching towards you guys, but rather the other way, and you all obviously leaving, we will break combat. You can get out of this room if you so choose.
Yes.
That went a lot better than I thought it would.
Indeed.
Quite.
And then I will have haste probably end on me and then feel really tired for 6 seconds.
Jeez.
And I'll...
Shifter reappeared?
Shifter reappeared, and they're like, "Oh, good, we've made it." Then they disappear again. And they reappear, and they're like, "Okay,
guys, this is really fun."
I turn to Maisel and I say, Maisel, are you yourself? Are you quite well?
Oh yeah, I'm great. I'm just like, what's going on? And why would we go into a room of slime?
What do you remember?
We were in the cave with the crystals, and then we walked further down, and then now we're here.
Down and then back, and then down and then back again. Yes.
No, just the once. Yeah.
No. Why do you think you're tied to me? You kept wandering off.
I thought you liked me.
Oh well, I do, darling. I liked you enough to keep you alive, didn't I?
He's like, well, I mean, I'd hug you, but you're covered in slime. It's kind of gross. So
that's fair. Listen, if I untie you, you won't walk off again. Do you swear?
No, yeah, I don't. I will follow you guys out of here. It looks like that area looks on fire. I would like to be off fire over here.
Okay. All right. So I untie the harness, but I'm like watching him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and him and Thisbe are just kind of like excited to be out of that slime room. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any weapons? Can you fight?
Oh, Basil, me? Yeah. And he pulls out. He's got like a dagger and like. Oh, I've got some like berries. Do you need a berry?
No, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I'll take one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, feeds you a berry. 1 hit point.
I actually do peck one out of his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where are you from?
I live in the forest area, and I heard there was, well, we kind of went over this back last episode, but yes, I live in the nearby forest.
I remember. I just don't know if you remember telling us. I don't know how much you remember. Period.
Yeah, he remembers interacting with you. He was very confused why he couldn't go lower in the caves, because every time he would, he'd kind of get turned around and put back up here. But he lives in some nearby woods, and he heard that there was some treasure down here that the hobgoblins had lost.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. That's why we were coming down. down here, and they were coming to get the treasure for them, and then the rod happened at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Oh, Shifter turns to Lagwin. Is like, so you've got the other piece.
Yep. Right here. I don't know if you think this is the spot, but I can take a couple minutes and see what it is.
I mean, is there? I'm gonna look around and just listen to see if anybody's around in the caves.
Go ahead.
I got a not very good roll. My perception is not great. I think I got that's a big 3. So
All right, yeah. You're in a tunnel. It's kind of a wider tunnel, but like it seems perfectly safe to take a nice spot. There is a little bit of an orange glow in the back.
is
From
that
that
from the fire?
Ah.
chemical fumes are wafting in, and Shifter's just like, yeah, just do it here. It's
and
perfectly
I'll
safe.
say you got you didn't pick up the statue.
No.
And so how much money do you get? Let's roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for it
Go wreck it.
like a boss. You find 4,000 silver pieces.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And yeah, that's like a handful, but I don't know, I'm just gonna roll. And 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, hello, lucrative cocoon.
Yeah.
I will discuss divvying that up in a second, but I do want to say that we did get some trinkets came through.
Hey yo,
And it happened to be the 2 people that looted the cocoon. So how about that?
Nice.
So and because you are looting it as a rogue, I feel like we're gonna roll on the rogue table here.
Ooh.
So you Siren, find a normal sized spool of thread, or a normal sized spool rather, that magically holds 1,000 feet of twine.
What?
Whoa.
And what did Aboleth? He's a hoarder here.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff.
And I find a novel that never tells the same story twice.
That's
Oh.
every book lover's dream.
Right? I mean, as a wizard, it's pretty great. And then I sit there and I'm like,
14 goals.
well, that was rough. And I pull out my pouch and I pull the banana out of it from another plane of existence. I just start eating the banana.
I love it. I love it.
Perfect. Cool.
But
thank
yeah,
you.
I'll start casting Identify on the rod piece.
Okay. Yes. You identify the rod. So it is a little bit longer than the other one that you have found, and that one
Nice.
went to a like a point, and the other part was like cracked, but ever so like very small. Like if you were not super paying attention, you would not be able to see that there's like a crack. This part looks like it was broken on the top and the bottom.
Oh,
And
okay.
examining it further, I'm assuming you guys are comparing sticks. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Obviously.
Clearly my rod's longer, but it's fine.
Yeah. It does look like the 2 of them would match up. Like it came from a singular piece. And so on one end, it looks like you could combine the 2. But casting Identify, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
This rod is Caelum. I believe it's Latin, and I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. It has 1 charge, and you can cast the spell Slow for a DC of 17. And I'll put it in our chat.
Oh,
There we
you
go.
totally should have cast that on Lagwin. That would have been hilarious. I'm just moving normal.
Oh God, what is happening? That would really, I feel like that would totally destroy your equilibrium. Like you're
Yeah.
moving so fast, and now you're also like, I can't actually fathom what that would be like to experience. That would like blow my mind. Well, I'll inform you all what it does, because now I know, and be like, well, it still is giving me that weird, I don't feel comfortable holding it vibe. So I enjoy being comfortable. So I will gesture it to either Rikiri or Shifter.
Can we combine them now into one item? Or like, do they magically
try.
fuse together, or do we just like try to make them fit together and they fall apart again?
Now kiss.
What? Yeah, you two kiss. What are you doing? Like,
I'm taking my rod and
wanna
the
touch
other rod,
tips?
and yeah, we're gonna touch tips.
okay.
on the counter.
You put the two pieces together. A burst of energy hits all of you. The room that you're in, the tunnel, I should say, starts to shift. It turns from stone to wood to like leaves on one side, and then it turns back to stone really quickly. And the fragments in your hands fly out of your hands and go about like 30 feet that way, and the other one jumps like 30 feet up the tunnel.
Let's
don't
not
like
do that
that.
again.
Well, interesting reaction.
Whew. All right. Well,
we'll pick up-
yeah. So someone else hold on to the other one, and I will have this one.
I think I'm the one that the Rod of Cure Wounds liked. So
I don't want. I'll go pick up the slow rod, and I'll see who wants it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that they react. They both react a similar way to everybody, right? So
Mhm.
like, so I think Rakiri would probably be good with either of them, if that's true. So do you want to be able to?
let's try it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't touched the new rod yet.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
my rod. We'll touch it, see how you feel.
I grasped
Yeah.
the rod firmly.
Really awesome. You fall.
Guys, we're getting demonetized.
You feel almost like energized. Like it's just like, no, this is
Okay.
it's really cool.
So
Yeah.
do you want to be able to heal with a healing wand or slow with a slow thing?
For my deal, probably heal.
Okay. So we'll trade then, and I will give you the healing one.
Right.
You do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to give you the item on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
I think you have to. You guys have to add them if you go to like
Yeah.
manage equipment
Oh.
on the equipment tab, and then you can just probably search the name.
Yeah.
under-
I'm trying
like
to
that
find the
filter?
name of the first one.
It
because I
was-
don't-
It's Ruat, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Roulette. Yeah. So if you guys search that, you should be able to see it, and then you can add it.
I can remove it
Okay.
from my inventory.
So in your inventory
that.
screen where it says manage equipment up at the top, you'll like open a side panel.
Yeah, I'm in the side panel.
And then in that filter, if you type in that CAELUM, it should show up there, and you should just be able to add it.
Okay, so I'll remove Ruat. So now I no longer have that. And I'll search the other one.
Yeah.
Q.
Yes, there it is.
Siren's looking in this bag.
Yeah. So Siren, digging around in that bag, you find a face hugger, and it jumps out and attaches itself to your face.
Solid.
Oh, no.
You
Die.
are not the happiest about.
Well.
There is a blue
What?
sapphire and a potion of
I don't know.
bubble red rose-hued effervescent liquid
Ooh.
that, if you look very closely, contains one easy to miss bubble shaped like heart.
I know what this is.
Oh my god, I know what this is too, but Siren has no idea what this is, so
Best item in the game.
Lagwin,
Yes.
can you tell me what this is?
Yep. Give me 10 minutes. Yes. And I will cast Identify on the potion.
It is a love potion, and I put it in chat.
All right. Well, there you
A
go.
filter of love.
Ooh.
And I just I immediately regret, for a second I take it and I look at Siren and I look back at the potion and I seriously consider lying about what it is. And then I give it to her
No good can come of this.
and I tell her, and then I hate that I do it, but I do it anyway.
Oh,
And that's it. That's my internal monologue that you all got to hear.
fascinating. I've never seen one of these before.
Well, I'm sure only good things will come of its use.
Of course, you know me.
Shifter laughs in the background.
I don't know if it is, but I'll say, would you like me to see if that sapphire is something beyond just a sapphire?
You can if you'd like, but wouldn't you rather get out of here? Where is that?
I mean,
And one last thing is in the sack, and it is
Ooh.
a 12-sided metal die.
Ooh. Perfect. This will go with my dice set.
Well, Rikiri, you can tell if things are magical relatively easily. Can you see if either one of these contain any magic?
I believe I can do that. I think I can do detect magic at will. Let me just double check.
I believe you can as well.
Yep.
All right, yeah,
Yes.
you look over and your magical eye rays open up, and they are both magical. The gem, the potion, the die, all three.
Okay. Yes, all three of them, as a matter of fact, quite magical.
Would you like me to
Wonderful.
find out now?
Well, let's find out later because, I mean, wouldn't you rather be out of the Underdark?
I would, but, there is... I am a fan of items, and there are quite a few here, so this is interesting to me.
All right, if you wish.
And
You seem very eager, darling.
we're momentarily safe at the moment. There's a fire in the one way and dumb bugbears the other way, so...
Fair enough.
Um,
I'll keep an eye out while you do this.
yeah, so I will take the time, another 20 minutes, and test them both out.
Okay. The elemental gem
Ooh.
is a blue sapphire that summons a conjure elemental spell of an air elemental.
Ooh.
You use an action to break the gem, and an air elemental is summoned, as if you had cast the conjure elemental spell. The 12-sided die is a dodecahedron of doom.
I figured that's what it was. I was so excited because I've wanted to see one of these in game, or like give them to a player or get one. That's awesome.
And you, as an action, you can hurl this up to 60 feet. And then when it comes to a rest, we roll a d12 and it does something cool, something random not every single time, but like it's got effects. Really fun.
Dig it.
Look how one of them is it just lights up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's like those dice that you roll and they light up when they land on a 20, but this one does it on a 3 or a 4.
Mm.
Well, I will...
Sorry, LB, Siren, make a perception check.
Plus that's a 6.
A 6, okay.
I'm really interested when he starts handing me items. I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
What?
what? Oh yeah.
I start thinking of all the things I can do with this love potion.
Yeah, so I will tell
It's got
everybody.
a 9 on it. So-
Oh no.
Of course it does. So yeah, I'll tell everybody what those do, and I'll say, well, I guess now's as good a time as any to head out.
You think that
Agreed.
drow died?
Oh, I hope not.
Why?
It's a living creature. He was under the thrall of the Aboleth through no fault of his own, I'm sure.
And he did help us, sort of, once we
He
freed
set the
him.
room on fire, which really actually hindered us.
He tried.
I mean, that Aboleth did not like fire, so if it survived, that probably would have been to our aid.
Fair enough. Too bad it was a really bad Aboleth.
You know what? I think we should just leave. I feel like we're tempting fate talking about how bad it is when it's literally dead in the next room.
What hey, I'm holding the new piece of the rod. Is that pulling me in any direction specifically?
Yes, pulling you. Yeah, I don't know if you know which way is northwest, etc. down here,
But it's
but it
not-
is definitely pulling you in a direction and up.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so not deeper into the
Okay.
tunnels.
Which was what I was hoping for.
Okay.
But
So
my rod is still pulling down.
You don't feel anything.
Really?
the so I'm just gonna be like, well, the rod fragment wants to go back to the surface, so unless anyone wants to liberate the bugbear city, we can leave.
I do.
Oh.
Let's take a vote.
I love it.
All those in favor? And then Siren starts walking up.
Well,
The shifter's like, democracy, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, I will. I'll begin to walk up and be like, "Well, it is a noble course to release these bugbears of their oppression. Perhaps we did that unknowingly by destroying this Aboleth, and all is well as it stands."
I pray you are right. Hopefully, we have made some small difference here.
I mean, clearly, we just freed a drow mage of an Aboleth's control, and isn't that just the best thing ever?
Right, you
And-
are.
And we freed our friend
Yes, Mazel and Thisbe.
Mazel.
And as you look around, where is Mazel?
Oh dear.
No, I said I was keeping an eye on him.
But you were talking to other people. You were doing your magic sight of detect magic for the items.
Thisbe. Well, I mean, he probably couldn't have gotten far, and I doubt he's going to get past the bugbears.
He kept going back up, so he's probably this way. If we just keep going, we'll run into him.
Let's go find him.
He didn't go past us. We know that much.
At this moment,
Mm.
you guys are deciding to go up. Jordan is looking up something really quick, so stop yelling at him. If you could just stop.
I was gonna say, do you want to break?
No, not just
Okay.
yet. But you hear a scuffle, and you see Mazel coming around the corner, but he's being held up in the arms of some muscular creature. And around the corner where the fire was, I should say, so further down in the cave, this creature comes out, and it has two human arms that are forward holding Mazel. It has the head of a wolf and the body of a spider. And it is a large creature, and it's kind of walking towards you with red glowing eyes, and that is where we will take a small break.
Well, how about that? Later, Mazel. All right, folks, we will be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle, and we are playing Rod of Seven Parts. I wanted to find you. I should have done this during the break, but I actually went and talked to people. There is a really cool piece of art that I want to share of these wolf spider things. If I can find it, and I'll drop it in the chat for people, and it'll be awesome. I'm really talking it up now.
It better be
It's hard
good.
to
It better be
find.
good.
It's really hard to find. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Guys,
Let's talk about how awesome it's going to look when we see it.
I
Oh,
can't
you
wait to
guys-
see it.
killing me.
I bet it's going to
Killing
be
me.
like bushy
Yeah.
Ooh.
and have a lot of legs, maybe like 8 legs.
Well, and
Gonna be a
humanoid.
good
There's,
boy.
there's some humanoid stuff in there, right?
Mm,
What color do you think the wolf is?
The arms of a human.
I'm thinking gray.
Right.
Gray,
Okay.
gray
Okay.
Gray or
wolf.
dark.
Nice. I
Are we
like
thinking
that.
fangs? Ooh, fangs?
Yeah, and red eyes, right? So
Obviously.
good color palette.
Oh,
That is very disturbing.
Ew, I hate it.
Sorry, I'll put it in the Nerd Immersion chat as well.
Yeah, I got you. I got
I'll
you.
disturb
Okay.
more people with it.
Anyway, That's fun.
Hmm.
There's other. This is like modern day art, but there's other cool.
Why are its arms like that?
I don't know. It's so cool. So this thing holding our good friend
Mazel.
Mazel. Thank you. Mazel is like out of it. He tosses Mazel to the side, who just flops down like a dead body, just completely.
Where's Fizbee? Is he
Where's
on the
Fizbee?
scene?
Oh
Where's
no!
Fizbee? This guy
Who's
reaches
this?
in.
Bastard.
He pulls out, or he reaches his arms across like this, but when he comes back, he has kind of magically, because he doesn't have armor, he's got these two scimitars in his hand, and he looks at Rikiri and Shifter and says in a very wolfy, awful voice that I'm not good at, the rod fragments now. Give
Everyone is after these rod fragments.
What's the deal with these
What's
rod
the deal
fragments?
with the rod fragments?
Get off my rod, man.
There we go. Oh.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you just saw, darling, but we did just kill an Aboleth, so I don't know if you're going to be much of a bother for us.
But I either obtain the rod fragments or I die myself.
Well,
So give me the rod fragments.
who do you serve?
I couldn't say.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a really open-ended question. I don't really know what I just.
Is
Maybe
this
you
the
just
whole
hand over the rod
voice?
fragments.
I'm classified as an independent contractor, so it's really it's a weird question.
Union laws. Who can say?
But then I'm just like, Shifter's just like, not interested, and cast slow on them.
Yeah.
You said it was a DC 17, right?
Yes.
Great.
Dang.
What do I roll for slow though?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Where did I had that monster up. Here he is. Okay. Oh, he rolled really bad. So he is slowed.
So, to the surface?
Yeah.
We
Like he said, he'll die if he doesn't get it, so we might as well just wait for that to happen.
Well, all I'm
what
gonna
are you guys
say,
doing with Mazel?
I was
He
gonna
has
say,
Mazel.
Mazel
No, he
is
threw Basil down.
Mazel's seemingly dead, and Thisbe is nowhere to be seen.
No, he's not. We have no way of knowing that.
Heal Mazel and grab him, and let's be on our way. He's small enough. You can carry him. He's like a child.
Yeah, like how close is he to the wolf spider?
He threw him like, I don't know, 5-10 feet in front of him. Like you could grab him if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. You reach over, you grab Mazel, big muscular arm with a scimitar kind of reaches like slowly, and you just kind of like walk out of the way.
Okay. Is he actually like dead or unconscious, or what's his deal?
You can spend some time doing a medicine check, but that's probably going to cause this guy to come out.
Just take him with us. Let's go.
We're gonna.
I want Fizbee too, but I'll settle for Mazel.
I'll whistle.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
here, Fizbee. Come here, darling.
And I'm like,
Anything?
Nope, no Thisbe that you hear yet. So.
Oh my
well,
God, what if this guy was Fizbee the whole time?
That's it.
oh my god, don't even. That's not. All right. If he wasn't, I feel like he is now. Yeah, I'll be like, well, let's go.
We'll see you at the surface.
All right, you guys race up to the surface as fast as you can. This guy who has slowed is obviously not catching up with you. And you reach the crystal room that you entered in earlier, and there is Thisbe, and he's hanging out in that room looking a little confused, and he doesn't really know what's happening.
Boy.
Doing a quick check on Mazel, he looks like he's just unconscious, like he's paralyzed, poisoned or something.
Okay. But I don't need to like spare the dying or something.
Nope,
Like, he's
nope.
okay.
Do you want to keep going, or do you want to try and resuscitate people, or whatever?
I feel like we should keep going at the moment, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to coax Thisbe to come with us.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll go where Mazel goes. So
Okay, that works out then.
Okay. Well, he didn't do it last time.
That's true. Who's the smart one in the relationship? It seems like it's the bad one. Yeah.
All right, you get all the way back. There is a area that has a lot of burnt twigs and stuff on the floor. It looks like some hobgoblins tried to set fire to something, and it didn't really work out very well.
They're gonna smoke them out.
There's not a lot of hobgoblins going on here. And you run all the way up. You see light, the edge back to the surface, and there's a shadow kind of darting back and forth from the light in the surface. And as you get closer, you see that same golden retriever or golden lab dog that you saw in Neverwinter is hanging out at the foot or the entrance to this cave.
Hello, darling.
Interesting.
Going
He
to
kinda
try and
tilts
give
his
it
head.
stretches.
And he runs back into down the way.
Oh, just to give him pets.
Do you say he runs back down?
No,
Like
no, sorry.
toward-
He runs outside of the cave, but like
Okay.
he was at the cave entrance and he goes the opposite way of where you guys are coming. So if you guys are
Okay.
leaving the cave, he's going back towards like the woods.
Yeah.
And he
Is
kind of
he-
stops about 60 feet away and he looks back again. He's wagging his tail.
Is he running in the direction that the rod fragment is pulling me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I cast detect magic on the golden retriever.
Oh yeah. You can do that, I guess. Let me see if a dog's magical.
I square off with the while this is happening. I square off with the entrance of the way we just came, waiting for in case this thing shows up.
No, it's not magical that you can see.
It's just a very good boy.
I was gonna say, aren't all dogs magical in their own
I mean,
way?
in their own way, yeah. Well, do we?
How long
leave-
are you facing? Or go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we wait here and do we leave and head back to Neverwinter? Do we follow the rod's pull? Do we follow the dog?
Shifter would probably be more interested in following the rod's pull. Oh, are the horses still around?
Oh, good question.
Yes.
Oh, that's convenient. All right.
Yeah. So
I find the situation with the dog quite curious. Should we not investigate?
We could use some rest before we run into anything else looking for rod fragments. So maybe looking for the next
Mhm.
rod fragment at the moment is not a good idea.
True.
We could head back to the city. If the dog's heading back to the city, we can follow the dog there. I'm idly just taking my fly out of my pocket and like petting it. And I'm like, I mean, I've got my pet.
Well-
A silver raven is seen in the sky and it flies right towards you, Shifter. I'm assuming you guys
boy.
are all out of the cave at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lagwin, you're kind of like watching the entrance.
Yeah.
And this bird lands on your shoulder and kind of asks, like with a look, like, is it okay for me to say this in front of people?
I'm gonna shake my head no, and I'm going to full size Vincent. I'm gonna turn him into a real fly horse, and and I'll be like, so do you want to head back to the city? I can meet you there.
Well, it's that.
Secrets are no fun.
Are we following the dog? I mean,
Is the dog heading back to the city, or is the dog what's the directional stuff going on?
The pole of the rod is southwest
Okay.
and up.
okay.
The city is west.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say southwest or southeast? I meant southeast.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, the rod is southeast and up. The city is west, towards the ocean. And the dog is just headed off to a patch of woods to the west as well. But he's not moving. He's kind of like waiting for you. And like he's about 50, 60 feet away. And he kind of is wagging his tail and going back and forth.
I mean, he clearly wants to show us something.
All right.
I mean,
All
I
right,
don't
little
let
man.
me make the decision for the group. I mean,
I would like to see what the dog has to say or show.
Shifter's going to be like, well, on the risk of missing out what a dog is going to tell us, why don't you have your meeting with the dog and then meet me back at the city while I attend to some business?
Splitting the party.
Da, da,
Well,
da.
well, all right then.
Can two people fit on the fly?
Yes.
Can you take Mazel with you?
Oh, yeah.
Thisbe kind of paused at the
only one
fly,
person
like,
can fit.
like Thisbe's like, you're gonna take my gnome away?
Thisbe, just run along underneath. Just keep sight of the disgusting, gross beetle or whatever and follow it.
He lives in the woods, yes? Do we want to take him away from his people? Are there gnomes in these woods?
Heal him.
I guess we could.
Well, I'm very damn curious about what this dog is doing, so that's where I want to go.
Very well.
We follow
So
the dog.
okay, you three of you are following the dog. Lex, are you following the dog?
No, I'm not going to follow that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where are you going?
I'm going to talk to my bird, and then I'm going to meet people back at the city.
All right, so you fly up out of earshot of these people. And you hear your bird say, agents in Neverwinter not responding. Miasma has appeared over Baldur's Gate. We suspect the same issue. Is there danger to Athkatla?
Ooh. Let's see. So if it appeared over a different city, still investigating possible danger to Athkatla. Found 2 rod fragments. Will update when found the next one. That's not good grammar. Which also gets added to the end of the message.
Awesome. And you take off to Neverwinter?
Yeah, because that's not far away, right?
No, like I don't know, a couple hours or so. You guys traveled by horse, yeah.
So we can meet back up there, even if it's just outside to like figure out where we're going next.
All right. You guys see your friend zip off, and the dog like, oh, and then he like looks at you, and he's all excited again. You follow the dog. You don't have to follow him very far, but just around the corner there is a large blue tent with a like ornate kind of star on top of it. And it appears to be open, and the dog is like darting into the tent, and then he darts back out and like looks at you, and then he goes back in.
Well,
shall we know?
Is this Vistani? That's not a thing. That's not in Barovia, is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a tent with a star on it.
Well,
a dog went inside.
Lagwin, of course.
Well, all right then. I will follow the dog into the tent.
Okay. You go to open the tent, and there is a tall elven woman that kind of like hits you as you guys. She's like leaving the tent as you're going in, and it's this like, sorry, and this is the street performer that you saw earlier that had the dancing mice that were doing all kinds of or gymnastic mice. And she was telling the story about the Queen of Chaos, and she looks at you and she's like, "Oh, friends! Oh, I found you."
You were looking for us.
Does she greet me as happily? Because she and I kind of had an encounter.
She very much greets you happily.
Okay.
And of the three of you, she is probably most excited to see you, Rikiri.
Wow. Okay.
And she's like, I when you left the city, I heard, and I tried to follow as best I could, but I didn't really know where you were. There's just such chaos in the world right now. But I'm so happy I found you. Were you successful in your mission? Have you found more fragments?
I'm sorry, what?
The mission that you're on. You're obviously searching for rod fragments. You found one in Neverwinter.
How do you know that?
Well, it's my job to know things, and I am here to help you.
In what
way? You said you didn't know anything about the rod fragments.
Yes, but I didn't at that time realize that you were the same people, and then I went back and I saw, and here we are.
Who are you again?
Oh, and just this tall elvish woman, she introduces herself as, my name is Arquestra.
Our quest. Right.
Arqu, or yeah, Aquesta, sorry.
Aquesta.
Arquesta.
Arquesta.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, what? You knew it was us, but didn't know it was us, and now you know we're on a quest to find a thing?
Well, I've been following the rod fragments. See, they're very difficult to track, and I've been going around and ensuring that they stay safe. And when they were in the hands of the bumbling buffoon that was casting cures all over Neverwinter, when they left him, I went to the place to find who had received it, and the building had burned to the ground, and I wasn't able to locate where you were.
Fair point. So then what? This all seems so
Suspicious.
yes.
Oh yeah. I suppose it could be. Well, what can I do to prove myself to you? I mean, I'm here to help you.
How?
Oh, well, okay. So once you have the rod fragments, you need to put them all together, and then we need to stop this fight with the Queen of Chaos. We need to put a stop to her all together.
Uh-huh. Which is what you said before.
Right. We tried that. It didn't really work out too well. We need all of the pieces?
Oh, you mean you tried to put them together?
Like you just said we should do.
Yes. Well, sorry. Miska's blood has infected the rod fragments, and so the chaotic nature of Miska and that's what's keeping them apart. But you and she looks really excited at you, Lagwin. She's like, "You are a wizard," and I from my understanding, there are certain runes that can be etched on these pieces so that you can fuse them back together.
Well, that's good to know. Do you know of said runes?
No. But I know there's a guy part of my order, and he's in Candlekeep, and I think if we go there, we can convince him to aid in this. Yes.
Huh.
You say they've been infected. They're not contagious, are they?
Oh, what? No. They are. They're just. Well, there's the Queen of Chaos is looking for them as well, and here's the problem that we're in is we need to find them before she does. If she gets all of the fragments of the rod and puts it back together, she can use that power to free Miska and start this entire war all over again. But if we get them, we can put them together and we can kill Miska for good, and then the war will be over.
I don't like this "we" that you keep using.
No, you guys, we have to do this. I mean, you already have two of the parts. You're perfect.
You said you knew it was us. Did you just mean that you knew that we found it because the building was burned to the ground?
Well, no, I followed the rod fragment, and when I lost, I found the fragment in Neverwinter, and I saw that it was you. But then I lost touch with it, and I couldn't find it for some reason. It just eluded my sensory. So I started following the second one, hoping that you guys would find it.
How are you?
I am insight checker.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how are you searching for these things?
What'd you roll, Brenna?
24.
24. Yeah. It seems very truthful. Like a little overzealous, but yeah. And what did you ask, Siren?
And how is she searching for them?
Oh, well, we have my people. We have an innate pull almost to the rods, being the creators.
Sorry? What does that mean?
We have an innate pull to their location magically because we're the creators.
The creators of what? The rod?
The rod of law.
And So you are of a bloodline that was one that created this magical weapon?
Yes, I mean I specifically didn't create it, but the Wind Dukes did, and I'm part of them.
Wind Dukes, you say?
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Well, why don't we just let this queen find the rest of them, and then we'll go take the rest from her?
I think that would be a very bad idea.
Why?
Right now they're located on Faerun. They're all here from my understanding. But if she gets them, she's going to pull them to the abyss, and I don't think you want to go to the abyss and get them from her clutches.
No. Don't
Rather
have any
not.
desire to do that. Let me ask you a question. Do you know of any strange pseudo-humanoid spider creatures with muscly arms and wolf heads appearing on Faerun? Is it a thing? Is it an echo of things to come?
That's what I was worried about. They also, because of Miska's blood, feel a draw to the rod fragments, and these demons are being sent by the Queen of Chaos to find them back. I suspect they'll come after you several times looking for it.
Oh.
You shouldn't give it to them.
No, I would agree with that. Wow, that's a lot of information.
Yeah, it's almost like a dump of lore.
It's
in
really,
a
it's
awkward
wild.
episode.
How many of your people are there?
Oh, the Vadi? Geez, like, I don't know. There might be 30 or 40,000 of us.
Oh.
But of the people, like, most of them don't want to save. They think the war is over. But I know that if the Queen of Chaos finds it, so I'm part of a separate group. I'm actually not allowed to go back to where the Vadi live in Akka.
Uh-huh.
And how many how many feel as you do and would fight for the rod?
Oh, well, okay, so there's me, and I was banished. Yeah, and then we got our friend the dog is, yeah, that's my dog. He's so great. Not a Vadi, he's just a good boy. And then we've got the guy in Candlekeep. So I think that's 2. Yeah.
2 out of 40,000.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds real bad. But I mean, I think we have a real fighting chance here. You guys already have 2 parts of the rod.
Well, you're not wrong, I guess. And who am I to turn down a trip to the greatest library in all of Faerun? I mean, that sounds like a great trip to me. What more could one ask for?
We will definitely think about it.
Well, I feel like if there's only 2 of them, we have to go. I feel like that's just how it has to be. I'm just saying.
Well, we do have, we do have to rest up. If we had a big day, fighting things and whatnot, and perhaps is there a spot that we can meet you in Neverwinter?
Oh, well, the problem is I'm kind of all over the place, and
I got that.
If you need to talk to me, do you have paper?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just some parchment. If you draw an A on the paper, like for my name, and pin it up on the wall, I'll find you within like a day.
Like
or if you're out in the middle of the woods or something, you could just draw an A in the dirt with your foot, and I'll find you. Yeah.
Does it have to be the foot?
I mean, I don't want you to get your hands dirty.
I'm literally covered in Aboleth slime. I really don't care about getting my hands dirty.
Oh yeah, barf! Get out of my tent, gross.
Well, that's quite a powerful magic you have. Literally, someone draws the letter A and you show up.
Well,
you get a lot of
I'm following. I know you guys.
Oh,
like,
I see.
You're following the parts.
I was going to say that would be a lot of missed calls, I imagine. If people just write the letter A
You
somewhere,
know,
and
I
you just
I don't get a lot of calls actually, and I just kind of got my dog and my mice.
right. Yes.
Hmm.
Well, this has been enlightening.
Sounds like a rich existence.
I'm
Well.
happy.
That's all that matters. So
Yes.
this has been very educational, and we need to rendezvous with our other companion, and we shall be writing the letter A soon, I suppose.
Okay.
course.
Are you gonna? I mean, do you think you'll find more rod fragments soon, or are you going to go to Candlekeep?
You know what? We can't talk about that with just the three of us. It's really a group decision.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. All right. So go
Bye.
forth, team.
Great. Well, thank you. And then I'll be like, well, that's good. We should leave.
Yeah, Sarah just slips out of the tent.
Yep.
And I give the dog scritches.
You do. He's very, very receptive. So
Yes.
happy.
So I guess Thisbe
Thank you
was
for your hospitality.
Oh, thank you. And he does a big bow to you, you specifically, Rikiri.
Mm.
Think she wants your rod.
That it's really not necessary. But thank you.
As we leave and as we mount back up and continue our ride, I don't like that so many people are in our business right now. Is anyone else getting that?
There's a lot of people that seem to know about this, whether it be a scatterbrained elf woman or a weird dog-headed spider creature.
She said there's only 2 of them.
Yes, but these creatures are tracking us.
Well, they're tracking, seemingly from what she said, one of the rods because of the spell that Shifter put on the other one. She lost sight of where it was and couldn't track it. So if they do that to the other rod, we should be okay. I believe, if that's my interpretation of what she said. Remember,
Yes.
she said she lost sight of where it was,
Yeah.
and then she followed the second one.
Yes, I think she could be useful if we want to continue down this path and find all of these rods. However, is that what we want to do?
I mean, realistically, I'm a part of the world, and I enjoy being in it. So, on that respect, I don't want it to end. Which sounds like there'll be an all-encompassing war if we fail. So, on the very personal, selfish level of wanting to have my life not be completely turned upside down, I'm interested in that. It also seems like we've been stuck on this path, so something to consider.
Yes, that's what I don't like. I don't like being told what to do.
Don't you respond
It's
to an
not the
organization
path
that
I
tells you what to do?
intended.
On occasion, but I always have the choice to not do it.
Do you, though?
Do I though?
I don't know. That was a genuine question. I don't know.
I know, you're so cute.
Well, all right then. Well, we have to go find Shifter. That's the next step, I imagine, and then
A bath.
yes, and cleaning, hiding the rod's essence, if we can do that as well, to keep. We can ideally get some rest without being chased by weird spider wolf things.
Yes.
Well, you 2 get the horses, and I will fly.
Did Thisbe leave following underneath the fly?
No, he's hanging out with you guys.
Oh, well,
Make sure he follows you.
right. Just gonna guess there's no way we're putting this badger on a horse, I assume.
It's a giant badger.
Yeah,
so
all right,
it's
fair enough.
He's a
Nope.
big boy.
Okay.
We'll just take it slower.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, if you do take it slower, he can, as long as you're not in a full gallop, he can probably keep up with you.
All right, then I'll do that.
I'll be watching you from above.
I'm sure you will be.
Do not leave him behind.
No, I understand.
I value animals' lives more than I value people's lives, so rest easy knowing that.
I hope one day you will come to value all life.
Shifter shrugs. Or Siren
There we go
shrugs.
again. We
Sorry.
almost made it a whole episode. Well, then to Neverwinter, then I suppose.
Ha!
See you there.
You do that. Meanwhile, Lex, you arrive in Neverwinter on a giant fly, and some people are like, "What in tarnation is that flying thing of devilness? Where's your face? What's happening? Is that a dead gnome? Please get out of here with that."
I was gonna say I'm not gonna enter into the city because I want to avoid a lot of that. I was gonna wait outside the gates along
Okay.
the road, and I'll probably just like set what's his face
Mazel?
Mazel up against a tree and try to see if I can do a medicine check to wake him up.
Yeah, medicine away.
Oh, that's like a 10.
10. No. But are you gonna wait here for your compatriots?
Oh yeah, he'll probably wake up by the time they or before
Yeah,
they show
so
up.
he
anyway.
kind of like you get with a 10, you kind of know that this is poison is wearing off. It's just gonna take time.
Okay,
So
cool.
eventually he does wake up, but go ahead.
All right. Once he is mildly awake, I'm just gonna be like, Mazel,
Yeah.
I need to make sure you're not lying to
just
me.
like
he's
mucus and stuff.
vomits.
I don't feel too good.
It's like, good, that'll make this easier. I cast detect thoughts and I just put my hand on his forehead and start like probing into his mind.
Okay, I roll what now?
God, I never should have left him with you.
No, you really
That was your
shouldn't have.
choice. I mean,
Let's see here. Oh no, wrong spell. Hold on. Do. Detect thoughts. Where are you? There you are.
I guess he's so frazzled. I'll just say that it works. Like I won't make it roll, but like what is it that you can grab and what are you looking for?
I want to make sure that he hasn't been lying to us about anything. So I'm just searching to see if he knows anything about the rod fragments. And yeah, just like any of his interactions with us to make sure that they were all on the up and up.
Yeah. They look like they are on the up and up. But what you can tell is like his mind has been heavily messed with, probably from the Aboleth. And you kind of get the sensation that maybe the Aboleth was like, "You're not worth my time," and would just like keep sending him out back. But he was such a confused, like, or was toying with him, maybe. Like, I don't know. And he could have been down there for a little while, a long time. He doesn't even really know. So.
Can I find out what his magic items do?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for it.
Yes, you can. He has he's got a magic ring that I think I need to change the ring because it's definitely a ring of mind shielding, and that would have helped him this whole time.
Yeah, the whole time. I guess the Aboleth, definitely.
I guess that's something that he would have liked. Anyway, I'm a real good DM. Hire me. And he's got bracers of defense. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Such an idiot.
Maybe he put the ring on Fizby, so Fizby wasn't affected.
Or like he just has it in his pocket.
Just not attuned to it.
Attuned with this thing. Like why would I wear this? It looks like a brain.
It looks like a brain. That's weird. I'll just keep it in my. What have I got in my pocket?
Yeah.
Well, Shifter takes their hand away and they're like, "Oh, thank the gods, you're just an idiot." And then is going to do a sleight of hand to take the ring out of his pocket.
All right.
There it is.
Oh,
and I got a 15.
Yes, you snag the ring of mind shielding.
I'm just gonna slip that on real quick because that I would find very useful. And gonna be like, "Well, Mazel, I have good news for you.
Yeah.
your giant badger and the rest of my friends are on the way. You'll be reunited, and we can set you up in a great tavern in the city, and you could just take a load off.
No, I'd rather go back to the woods.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were like that. Well, we could give you some food. You'll be fine. You're gonna be fine.
I do like food. Where is my badger? Where's Thisbe?
Oh, they're on their way. They're still in the woods. We flew back here. In the background, my fly just crawls down from a tree and buzzes a little bit.
Ah!
and I'm just.
And I've seen an aboleth. And that thing.
Shifter just chuckles and she is like, "Oh, Mazel."
Typical Maz.
But yeah, I think it would be best if you and your badger went back into the woods and left us alone.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad we're friends.
Sure. Just pats him, gives him a pat on the back. Here, have some jerky. Get your blood sugar back up.
Oh yeah. So much. That's a lot of poison. What was that thing that bit me? I was there, and then I felt these fangs in my, and then
it's better if you don't know.
Okay,
it's just
I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you, Shifter. You
Yeah.
seem like a good person to trust.
And then
Where's
Shifter
my
turns
ring?
away.
Must have dropped it.
Oh, I know. I mean, we were in the
You're
air
like,
for a
who
long
knows?
time.
I don't know where it is.
what?
I don't. We were in the air for a long time. Could have fallen out. Could be anywhere. And you should
your
search for it in the
friends
woods.
arrive.
Yeah.
And you're all here together,
Yep.
happy ever after.
Mazel.
Thisbe runs up, licks Mazel's face. They hug. They have a secret dance handshake that they do, and so they know that it's the other person. They're very excited.
That's so cute. Mazel, you quite well.
Oh,
recovered.
yes. Shifter here. He gave me some jerky. I feel just tip top, real good.
And he didn't do anything.
Well, he gave me the jerky, and I mean, he's got that monstrosity of an evil thing that he flies on. But other than that, he seems like he's on the up and up.
They're just petting the fly in the background.
Quite. Well, thank you, Shifter, for seeing him here safely.
He's tip-top shape. Good to go off on his own.
I mean, he's still at like 1 HP, right? Or is he?
Yeah, probably.
Tip-top shape.
He's got like a black eye.
He probably looks
great.
horrible.
Just a night's sleep. That's how D&D works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. I have some news, some unpleasant news.
Once Basil leaves,
Once Mazel
Mazel leaves.
If Mazel's about
Basil,
to
he's
leave,
never been with you guys. But Mazel, he gets on his badger and he waves goodbye and he's like, "Take care, friends.
Goodbye.
Godspeed.
oh, it was
Happy
wonderful
adventures.
adventuring with
If
you.
you ever are in the forest again, say hello."
Oh, we can't wait to see you again. Oh God, what an
And
idiot.
then he's gone.
Yes. What was your news?
A miasma has fallen over Baldur's Gate.
Really?
Interesting.
There could be more demon summoners, more demons, or possibly another fragment there.
Wait, Waterdeep is fine?
Is Waterdeep fine now?
Uh,
We were at Neverwinter.
you were in
We were in
Let me
Neverwinter.
get the city straight here.
Yeah.
Is Neverwinter better than it was?
It seemed a little better when you guys gained control of the rod fragment. Whether that was coincidental or not, you're not sure. Like maybe, yeah. But there is still a cloud over there, over Neverwinter, that you can see.
So it could just be the spread of the demonic incursion, or it could be a sign that there's another fragment there. I'm not sure.
Well, Baldur's Gate is past Waterdeep.
Yeah, I was gonna say
further
I don't
south.
know what the map looks like off the top of my head.
It goes Neverwinter, Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Yep.
So Waterdeep's in the middle. You didn't hear any news about Waterdeep from your message.
Huh. Perhaps we should travel south then.
Did you have a fun time with the dog?
Actually, yes. It was quite informative.
Oh, so was
we-
it a talking dog? Is that what the?
No, the
Yes.
dog's too late. Well, the dog's master is quite. Her name is Aquesta, and she is part of a group that created the rod.
Well,
Sort of.
their ancestors.
Yeah. Apparently, there are runes that can be etched into the rod to make it so it can be assembled again.
Hmm.
That's why Oz didn't work, because it's infected with Niska the wolf spider's blood, which is also apparently how whatever that thing was is able to track it. So I believe if you do what you did to the first piece, we may be able to mask the second one as well. I don't know if that's possible, but that may assist.
Nistral's magic aura is not concentration, so I could just cast it twice, assuming I have the spell slots.
Also, her counterpart is in Candlekeep and may know more information. So there's that.
And who is this person? The dog owner?
Aquesta, an
Yeah.
elf of the she's a creator, or
Her
she's a guardian?
ancestors were
Yeah.
the creators of the rod.
She actually said she was a Vadi.
She's a Vadi.
The Wind Dukes, yes.
Yes, she mentioned that.
So, do we trust her? And Shifter specifically looks right at Siren when they say that.
Siren just goes, shakes her head.
Shifter's like,
Well,
Makes
she
sense.
did say that out of her 40,000 or so people, there's only 2 of them who are on this quest to see the rod reclaimed and put back together. So she does appear to be somewhat of a pariah of the body.
Yeah, there's only apparently everyone else believes the war is over and there's no chance of Queen of Chaos coming back. And her associate in Candlekeep believe that will happen and are seeking assistance in retrieving the rod pieces to destroy the Queen of Chaos permanently, I believe.
They want to destroy Miska the Wolf.
Miska the Wolf Spider, my mistake.
The Queen of Chaos. You didn't ask a lot of questions, but
No.
she's might be out of everybody's league.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
the story that you remember that Aquesta told in Neverwinter is that without Miska the Wolf Spider, there's no war. Like,
Gotcha.
that was the general that she had that led the charge, and she wants her general back.
Okay. So I will correctly state that.
Yes. The street performer, that is the person who we are relying on to give our quest. Yes, good. Fantastic. I love it. So, hey, is destroying this thing still on the table?
If we can.
Potentially.
Candlekeep does have a lot of accumulated knowledge. They would definitely have or they say they have the knowledge to put it back together. Could we find the knowledge to destroy it there? Seems like our best bet.
I am in full agreement.
It just seems like such a terrible waste
Hmm.
to destroy an object of such power.
They are quite powerful, but I think making sure they don't fall into the wrong hands is my top priority.
Agreed.
She also said if the Queen of Chaos was able to obtain them, they would be pulled to the abyss and therefore be likely unreachable. Well, be reachable, but in the abyss.
In the abyss.
Yeah,
So if we can stop that from happening,
that would be good.
and she says she'd be willing to aid us. I don't know what her capabilities are beyond. She said she could feel the pull of the rod.
She could train mice. That could help, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We almost died over a badger, so sure.
Perhaps she's a bard.
But no, she said she's able to sense the rod's locations, so obviously the rod pulls us where we need to go, but maybe that could be useful, or she could teach us how to do it, I don't know. Sounds like an innate thing.
So many things can sense the rod's locations. Ugh.
Yes, that's what I don't like about this.
Right.
Yes. So we could investigate Baldur's Gate, go to Candlekeep, or
Well, Candlekeep is even further south than Baldur's Gate, I
Oh, that's
believe.
true. Yeah.
So we could head south, which is also where the rod is pulling,
Southeast,
so
which is near the
And
desert.
and up. Well,
And
either way, everything everything that's on the plan currently is to the south.
All right.
Perfect.
So I feel
Well-
like heading south is step one, where we go. We could stop in Waterdeep. It's on the way.
Yes.
And
Just
see
quick
if things
pit
are
stop.
dangerous there. Yeah, quick
Yeah.
pit stop in
Kill some demons, you know.
the largest city in
Yeah.
the north. Or
It's
the
all right.
realms.
I've got. I know the ins and outs. We won't be wanting for anything while we're there.
All right then. Also, here's the gold from that thing, and I will give everybody 1,000 silver pieces and 250 gold.
Wow. Thank you, Lagwin.
As it's all covered in slime. Here you go.
I'll prestidigitate it, I guess. That'll be
You
nice.
did that earlier on yourself.
I could have, I just didn't. I
Um,
cho-
I would like to go to a bathhouse.
Yes, please. I feel like magic only does so much.
I need to look over some more of your spells, Lagwin.
Well,
How
yeah.
much currency did you say, Lagwin? Sorry.
250 gold and 1,000 silver.
Is this one of those campaigns that just throws money?
Whatever, you got 2 wizards. Don't be hating on throwing money.
Yeah.
No,
We get so many.
I'm playing a
spells.
rogue that doesn't care about money.
This is a 2E adventure, so everything's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
So literally, there was 7,000 silver pieces and 4,000 gold pieces, and that statue of Lolth was worth 5,000 gold.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, it does just throw money at you guys. So,
Well, I mean, that's Horde of the Dragon Queen too. At the end,
Yeah.
you're like, we'll make a town.
I'll buy Neverwinter.
Yeah,
That's what my character did. Anyways, let's
I too.
shall we adjourn to a bathhouse and then get some sleep and then in the morning hit the road?
That sounds reasonable. We have these horses rented for a while. We may decide possibly to purchase them long term, unless you want to go on foot.
No, I was thinking we could steal them. No, that's fine.
Right. Anyway, to the bathhouse then.
All right, you guys make your way back into Neverwinter and stable your horses, I assume. We find an excellent bathhouse called the Scrubbing Bubble.
Hey,
And
nice.
it's where you go. It also has a inn attached, so you all get a nice hot bath.
That feels good.
And have plenty of time to trade wizard spells if that's what you want to do. Talk about that. And then you guys go to sleep for the night and you get a long rest.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
I was
And
like,
that is where we will end tonight. And
Nice.
next week, we will make our way south and you guys will decide if you go towards where the rod is taking you, Baldur's Gate. Kind of those are the two, and then Candlekeep is a distant third. But that is
We
what
go to Waterdeep next week.
Oh, Waterdeep. Sorry, yes.
yeah. Well, if we make it there,
I have to make a Waterdeep
Yeah.
adventure now because of.
There's these 2 books that are all about that whole city. So there you go.
Oh boy, I got a lot of reading to do. Thing, I'm in quarantine. Videos and D&D books. Okay. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very special episode of Rod of 7 Parts. Again, my name is Jordan with the silent PH in the middle. Let's go around and talk to our wonderful players. We're going to start with LB because she's muted.
Wow, you jerk. Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters, where this month I am posting kitten pictures every single day. I probably will continue, not every day, but during this quarantine and during the time when people need a little, extra bump, I will continue to post kitten pictures. You can find me tomorrow on my own Twitch channel, LB Hackemup on Twitch, where I will be playing, hey, do you like sexy women? Do you like sexy business? Me and my good friend Lauren are going to be playing Max Gentleman's Sexy Business tomorrow, whenever we feel like it. We'll be drunk, so, there's that too. You can also find me on Sunday on G Game Night's channel at 4 o'clock doing our Monster of the Week game. And after that at I think 9 o'clock, we're playing on Indoor Adventures channel where we are starting our Descent into a... Nope. Not that one. Tomb of Annihilation, maybe. I don't know. It's in Chult, whatever that one is.
Yeah, that's the
Domination.
one. Yep.
Yeah. I am playing a character named Rinrin, who is a monk tabaxi with a secret. So super fun.
Hey, I'll be real quick. Could you like play more games?
Okay, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be playing on Monday on Indoors Adventures channel. I actually have been asked to play on Tuesday in a murder mystery game, so we'll see.
Wow.
Wednesday, I'd like you to play in this game.
I could do that too.
I would
But-
prefer that too.
But I was
Yeah, we
doing,
would all
like,
like you to play in this game.
This is the first day of the week, and I was doing 2 the next. Yes.
Got it.
Lex, what's going on with you?
Hey, I'm Lex. Where do I begin? You can find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. I do a couple different things. I write stuff for the DMs Guild. I have done an actual play web series. It's on YouTube. I do music sometimes. I do all sorts of things. You can find links to all of those in my pinned tweet, so check that out. And yeah, that's me basically. Just go follow me on Twitter. Find out all the things.
Brenna, what's going on? What cool things are
Hey,
you
you
doing?
can find me on Twitter at Brenna Noonan. I'm doing a lot of work with a bunch of different companies in the tabletop game space. You can check out Eldritch Foundry for some cool custom miniatures. And you can also check out Roll, which is a cool new tabletop live role-playing app that I'm working on. So you can check that out on Twitter at Roll App or at playroll.com.
That's awesome. You always work on really cool stuff. And my name is Jordan with silent PH in the middle. I run a YouTube channel called Jordan there's a PH in the middle. And it's all about D&D lore and other fun things. Very poorly marketed, and don't name yourself with silent letters. Nobody likes it. I made a video today. Well, I made it early. I posted a video today all about the Planes of Existence that is getting 50-50 reviews. People either love it or hate it, so it's fun. Trying out something new. I do this game, which you can watch the past episodes of on Nerd Immersion Plays on YouTube, as well as my Patreon. I have it set up as a podcast. So if you want to donate to my Patreon, it's just $1, and you get access to not only this podcast, but a bunch of other podcasts that I have. I say a bunch of other, but not, there's like 10. This is the main podcast. I don't want to oversell it. But yeah. And I do lore videos and other fun things. You can follow me on all the social medias. I am just Jordan with a PH. And I think that's it. Ted, what about you? What's going on? This is your channel.
It is. By the way, I will say, Roll app, very cool. I had a meeting. It went very well. It's a lot of good stuff coming for that. So be on the lookout for that as more and more things come. And I think a Kickstarter launches at some point.
Yeah, hopefully this summer. We'll see.
Very cool. It's a really cool product. Passionate people. A lot of cool stuff coming with that. So be on the lookout if you don't want to have to keep paying for, conference call software used by corporations, not designed for gamers. So that's that. I do have a giveaway going on to win a copy of Explorer's Guide to Wildmount and a couple other things. So there's a link for that if you want to try to check that out. That's going on for the next month or so. And I make YouTube videos as well. I don't really focus on the lore, even though you guys keep asking me to do that. I don't. I focus more on the mechanical sides of things and advice and top 10 videos and things like that. Put out a video today or yesterday about, actually it was this morning, my top 10 DM tips, right? Because everybody's getting into D&D now because everybody's stuck in quarantine. Take a look. It's interesting. I think I reference a bunch of other DMs that I like in that video. And also, people, stop telling me that, no joke, stop telling me that why do you put your face on the videos when you talk? Why don't you just talk over slides like Jordan does? I've had that in the YouTube comments. And I was like...
I mean, it's a really good format. And when
I was like,
you have a great face for radio like me...
I said, Jordan has his style, and I have mine. You don't like it, don't watch. End of story. But anyway, yeah, this show will be here. It'll be up on Nerd Immersion Plays. The VOD will be here, and I do reruns every so often, just so there's something on the channel. But we're not going to forget to raid people tonight. We're going to raid the Venture Maiden stream right now. So I'm going to set that up. So let's jump over there. They're actually playing Descent into Avernus right now.
Give them hell, Ted.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
So I just hit the start raid
Vernus
thing,
is the first layer.
and then I'm gonna end our stream. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.